Hi, my name is Joan. There you go. Oh, should I
Oh,
just
that's
go?
it. Okay, that's great. That's in the
Okay.
bag. That's in the bag.
Hello, my name is Joan. So I grew up in a family that actively served in church in different ways. When I was very young, I had a funny conversation with my mom that has stayed with me. I asked her what kind of reward system God might have in heaven, and what would happen if someone's good works weren't good enough. Trying to satisfy a child's curiosity, she said maybe that person would have a lesser role, like maybe a gardener in heaven, like watering the plants and flowers. I remember thinking, a gardener for all eternity? That sounds so boring. So I picture myself watering God's plants every day forever, and I really didn't like that idea. So I told her very seriously, I'm gonna do better. So as I grew older and learned more about God's character and wisdom, I realized that there was much deeper truth behind the simple story. Serving God in His work, whether it looks small or big in human eyes, is actually an honor. It's a privilege not to be missed because He has given me true life and freedom in Him. Jesus said that He came so that we may have life and have it to the full. And I've experienced that fullness most deeply when I'm living for Him and not just for myself. So I serve because I believe that God sent His precious Son, Jesus, to be with us, to show us His ways, and to die on the cross for the forgiveness of my sins, that I may be one with Him. And by His grace alone I stand, and I know that everything I have is from Him. So whatever I can give back, my time, my skills, my energy, feels like a joy and not a burden. In my personal life, serving in ministry makes me feel a deeper sense of belonging in the body of Christ. I feel more connected when I'm serving alongside like minded believers. It humbles me to think that in His great plan for His people, He would allow someone like me to play even a small part. When Mark and I moved to Australia almost 3 years ago, we didn't know what to expect in Newcastle, and we didn't know anyone here. We told ourselves that if we never find a local church community, we would just keep watching online services from Dubai or the Philippines. But God had other plans. On our second day in this beautiful country, which was a Sunday, He led us to an old building on Watt Street, where we walked through the doors of Life Church and met some of the most incredible people who have now become part of the journey. This is the church family where God has planted us and where we want to serve Him. Since then, I've worn many hats: a student, an employee, a cleaner, and now part of the visual team at church. In every season and role, my prayer is the same: that I would glorify Him and honor Him as a servant of the Creator of heaven and earth. And now, I don't mind at all if I end up as a gardener, as long as it's His garden. I don't mind having the least important role as long as I can be close to Him and see Him every day of my life. And that is why I serve.